If you want to keep your skin healthy and young, you have to make sure to apply sunscreen every single day, no matter the season, no matter the climate. Hey guys, I'm Lex, former K-pop idol and radio DJ, and I also have experience working in a Korean skincare company. This is part 2 of my top 20 sunscreens. If you watched my last video, I talked about the top 10 Korean famous sunscreens and gave them a rank. For today, I'm going to talk about the top 10 sunscreens that are globally popular and not so much in Korea. Let's go. First one is the Haruharu Wonder Black Rice Moisture Airy Fit Daily Sunscreen, which is a chemical sunscreen. So this one uses next generation UV filters, which are the most advanced filters for UVA and UVB protection. Also, it has black rice extract and rice bran oil, which help repair sun damage and keep your skin hydrated without leaving a greasy finish. Another ingredient that this one has is the barrier duo, I like to call it, is the ceramide NP and niacinamide. This is a perfect pairing because niacinamide does the brightening and ceramide NP alongside phytosphingosine help repair lipid barrier. So this one's great if you have normal, dry, or sensitive skin. Ceramide, glycerin, and rice oils basically give a very nice lotion-like texture. And also because this one uses only next generation chemical filters, it won't cause any eye sting and also leave zero white cast. But if you have extremely oily skin or extremely acne prone skin, I would stay away from this. While the formulation is amazing, it does contain heavier fatty acids. So if you have extremely oily skin, fungal acne, or clogged pores, this combination might be too heavy and too rich for your skin to handle, especially during hot, humid summer climates. But since this is great for normal skin, I would give this one S, not just for its next generation UV filters, but it can also work as an anti-aging and barrier repair moisturizer. Next one is the TOCOBO Bio Watery Sun Cream, which is a chemical sunscreen. So this one also uses next generation UV filters, and it also has mung bean and cotton extract, which is great for soothing redness. This one also has niacinamide and hyaluronic acid, niacinamide for brightening and hyaluronic acid for hydration. It's great if you have normal, combination, or oily skin. This formula is built to be very lightweight and absorb well without leaving that greasy texture on your skin. But if you have highly sensitive and fragrance reactive skin, I would avoid this. While the texture and UV filters are amazing, at the bottom of the list, it does contain fragrance and a mix of plant and root extract for easily sensitized skin. These can sometimes cause irritation, stinging, or redness. I would give this one C, and although it is beautifully textured and it is a highly effective sunscreen, artificial fragrance limits who can safely use it. Next one is the Ionic Centella Calming Daily Sun Water, which is a chemical sunscreen. This one has Centella asiatica, madecassoside, and asiaticoside. Great skin soother for calming redness, reducing acne inflammation, and repair irritated skin. So with that being said, if you have oily, acne prone, or sensitive skin, this is a great sunscreen. And because the base is made of Centella leaf water rather than plain water, it kind of acts like a calming toner slash serum. And along with the oil controlling plant extract and a lack of heavy butters, it'll dry down nicely. But I don't recommend this if you have extremely dry skin because while it does contain hyaluronic acid and panthenol for that light hydration, this formula is explicitly designed to be lightweight and oil controlling. So if you have dry or flaky skin, this won't be moisturizing enough. Oh, I forgot to mention, this one does have advanced chemical filters and anti-sebum P complex, which are pine, elm, evening primrose, and kudzu. These basically help control excess grease and minimize the appearance of enlarged pores. For this sunscreen, I think I would give this B because on paper, the ingredients are fantastic, but the application, I think, holds it back. I think a lot of the Korean skincare products out there are trying to minimize the texture or application because people don't like that thick sunscreen. So they're going for a very lightweight, serum-like, lotion-like, but now they're going into toner-like, water-like. I personally think it is a great strategy, but just like what a toner does, when you pour it on your hands, it will drip through your fingers and you will lose a lot of the sunscreen, and you won't really know if you put on the right amount. So I think you're not really getting a good sun protection no matter how great the formulation is. Next up is the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Watery Sun Gel, which is a chemical sunscreen. This one has multi-molecular hyaluronic acid, which is great for hydration on multiple layers of your skin. And it also contains astaxanthin and pine bark extract. These are powerful anti-aging combo that protects your skin from the sun and also fine lines too. They're also known to be stronger than vitamin C as well. If you have dry, dehydrated, and mature skin, I would check this one out. A massive dose of hyaluronic acid does amazing with the hydration part, and the olive oil included in this one gives you that very plumping, dewy glass look as well. But if you have very oily or clog prone skin, I would stay away from this one, because although the name does say watery sun gel, the olive oil and heavy silicones and the older chemical filters can make your skin feel a little bit too oily. For this one, I think I would give it B. It is a phenomenal high protective sunscreen, but it still relies on those older, heavier chemical filters and also silicone as well. That can make the texture too heavy. The next one is Purito Seoul Daily Soft Touch Sunscreen, which is a chemical sunscreen. This one has ceramide and cholesterol, which mimic your skin's natural oil to repair a damaged barrier and also help keep the skin strong and healthy. This one also has alpha bisabolol and centella to calm irritation, redness, and sensitivity. And it uses next generation UV filters as well. So if you have sensitive or dry normal skin, I would try this one out, because the formula is basically a barrier repair cream and sunscreen in one. So let's say recently you used harsh exfoliants or started retinol or over exfoliated. The ceramide will help heal that. Plus, this one has zero artificial fragrance and essential oil, which is great for sensitive skin, but not really recommended if you have very oily skin or deep skin tone, because it uses Tinosorb M, which is a thicker chemical filter that has a whitish tint. It can leave a little bit of that chalky finish. And also, because this one is packed with ceramide and cholesterol, it might feel a little too rich and too heavy, especially if you have very oily skin. But I think this one deserves an S because of that top tier modern formulation. Next one is the Mixsoon Bean Sun Serum, which is a chemical sunscreen. This one has niacinamide as the second ingredient on the list. It also has ferment complex, which are soybean, pomegranate, pear, and barley. The fermentation process actually allows the ingredients to become a little bit more small and absorb deeper into the skin. And it has advanced UV filters too. If you have normal, combination, or dull skin, I would recommend this one. I think this one can also act as a brightening serum thanks to the fermented extract and niacinamide. It's great if you're looking to fade hyperpigmentation or get a natural dewy look. But stay away from this if you have extremely acne prone skin, because right in the middle of the ingredient list there is coconut oil, and coconut oil is a great moisturizer, but it is highly comedogenic, meaning that it is known for clogging pores. I think I would give this one B. The UV protection in the sunscreen is 10 out of 10. With the high concentration of niacinamide and ferments, it's also fantastic for that glowing complexion. But because of the use of coconut oil in a modern sunscreen, I think that kind of limits who can safely use it. Next one is the Anua Zero Cast Moisturizing Finish Sunscreen, which is a chemical sunscreen. This one also has next generation UV filters, niacinamide. It also has panthenol, hyaluronic acid, and beta-glucan, which is a great hydrating combination. Beta-glucan is actually known to be more hydrating than hyaluronic acid, and that paired with panthenol, it helps calm down redness and irritation. I recommend this if you have normal, combination, or oily skin. This formula uses a very nice blend of silicones and hydrators, so that means it goes on like a hydrating lotion but finishes as a smooth velvety primer-like texture. Not recommended if you have silicone reactive skin. Like I said with silicone, it can give you that nice velvety finish. They can easily clog pores and cause breakouts. I think this one deserves an S because the formula is amazing and it doesn't use artificial fragrance, essential oils, or heavy pore clogging wax. Next one is Medicube Collagen Glow Sun Cream, which is a chemical sunscreen. This one has sodium DNA, which is PDRN, and 13 peptide complex. These repair tissue and help blur fine lines. This one also uses ectoin and also has vitamin B12, which is a great protection and brightening duo. Ectoin basically acts as a shield from environmental stress like pollution, while vitamin B12 gives that slight pinkish tone. And also it uses next generation UV filters too. I recommend this if you have mature, dry, or dull skin. Formula is more than just a sunscreen. So the inclusion of PDRN, peptides, squalane, and ceramide, it basically means that it's gonna deeply nourish your skin, while that vitamin B12 gives a nice color correction. But if you have very oily skin or very young skin, I wouldn't recommend this one. Because first of all, younger or highly acne prone skin do not really need an intense 13 peptide ingredient. Also, this one uses Tinosorb M, which kind of leaves a slight powdery, ashy finish too. I'm gonna have to go with B for this one. As a purely functioning sunscreen, it is amazing, but it advertises collagen, but the actual amount is microscopic. Next one is the Sun By Me V10 Hyal Air Fit Sunscreen, which is a chemical sunscreen. If you look at the ingredient list, they have ingredients like Centella Asiatica and tea tree, which is a classic, reliable, soothing duo. And it has niacinamide and hyaluronic acid and multivitamin as well. So this one's great if you have oily or combination skin that is not sensitive. And the reason for that is this one avoids that heavy oil and heavy wax and focuses on hydration while using cica and tea tree. So if your skin is oily resistant or combination resistant, this will be a nice one. But if you have sensitive skin, stay away from this because it does have artificial fragrance and fragrance allergens at the bottom of the list. On top of that, it uses older filters, which can cause eye sting. So if you have sensitive skin, this one may cause redness and irritation. And with all that in mind, I think this one gets a C. With the artificial fragrance and allergens, I think it's just too high to recommend over other newer options on the market. And the last one is House of Her Weightless Sun Fluid, which is a chemical sunscreen. This one uses the next generation UV filters, also silica, which kind of acts like a microscopic sponge. It basically absorbs excess sebum and sweat, and it also has citrus yuja fruit extract and honey extract as well. Yuja is packed with vitamin C and antioxidants, which help fight the damage caused by sun exposure, while honey acts as a natural moisturizer. I recommend this if you have normal, oily, or combination skin. Because it uses silica to control oil and skips heavy pore clogging wax and comedogenic oils, it's also surprisingly well suited for sensitive skin. It is a lightweight texture without relying on those harsh alcohols, and it is free of artificial fragrance and essential oil. But I don't recommend this if you have extremely dry skin. While it does contain hydrators like glycerin and hyaluronic acid alternatives, the oil-absorbing silica means that it lacks the heavy lipids that the dry skin needs. For this one, I think I'm gonna have to go with B. It is an amazing sunscreen, but one minor catch is the yuja extract. While citrus is great for brightening, it can irritate highly sensitive skin. I was also gonna add a tinted sunscreen category as well, but that is gonna make the video way too long, so I'm gonna come back with another video for that. And let me know in the comments what skin type you have and if you've tried out any of these Korean sunscreens or any tinted ones too. I'm Lex, coming to you from Seoul. See you in the next one.